Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas XX78. Here again with another comic book pickup video. These are all the comic books that were waiting for me at the comic book store at the new location of the comic book store that I go to. Like I might have mentioned before, it's actually a lot closer than the previous one. But yeah, these are all the books that were waiting for me for these last 3 weeks. I'm recording this again at night, so I hope the lighting is okay. I again turned every light that I can on the living room. So I'm hoping you'll be able to see the covers because there's a lot of really cool stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's get started. Wasn't actually thinking of picking this one up, but it's the Extermination crossover. This is the crossover book that's gonna have Age of Apocalypse, Extreme X-Men, and Astonishing X-Men crossed between each other. And this is the first part of that. The Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler is trying to get back to his own dimension. He meets up with the Dark Beast, and they make a plan to open a portal, but they use the Dreaming Celestial that's in San Francisco. They are able to open an unstable portal, but and they travel back to the Age of Apocalypse, but they meet up with the Astonishing X-Men team, and also with the Extreme X-Men team. So that continues in the Astonishing X-Men book, where the Age of Apocalypse is trying to protect the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler. But out of the portal, these weird-looking guys appear, and they seem to feed off the portal energy, and they get stronger and so on. And that continues in the issue 14 of the Age of Apocalypse. In this issue, they kill the Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth, and they also kill his Age of Apocalypse son, Graydon Creed. So out of this event, they're going to cancel, as far as I know, they're going to cancel Age of Apocalypse, and they're going to cancel Extreme X-Men. Not sure if they're going to cancel Astonishing X-Men, though. But the event is going to finish off in Extermination Part 2. I'm sorry, Extermination Book 2. So I think I'll pick up this crossover. I won't pick up Extreme X-Men. So again, I might miss some parts of the crossover. But it seems interesting. I like these what-if stories, and disappointing they're going to give a close to the Age of Apocalypse, but oh well. Picked up Superior Spider-Man, issue 6. This is an Ultron crossover, the Age of Ultron, and this deals with how the Dr. Octopus Spidey is dealing with seeing Ultron take over the world. Him and Tony Stark devise a plan, and he's trying to stop Ultron any way he can. But Ultron turns out to be way ahead of the game, and he fails. And apparently he learns the value of being able to count on superheroes. But the Age of Ultron isn't done yet, and that's already resolved itself, since in Superior Spider-Man issue 7, everything seems to get fixed, and the Avengers are not happy with how the new Spider-Man is dealing with his rogues gallery. So they go after him. They go after the Superior Spider-Man. So next issue is going to have a big fight between the Avengers and Doc Ock Spidey. So we'll see how that works out. Then I picked up Venom issue 33. Venom is still trying to hunt down that weird monster, that techno monster that appeared last issue. But Toxin, who's bonded to Eddie Brock, gets to that creature first, and they have a big fight. So at the end of this issue, Flash Thompson Venom has to fight Eddie Brock Toxin and that cyber creature. So yeah, things are not looking good for Flash Thompson again. Picked up Avengers issue 9. The aliens that appear on the first issue meet up with the White Event Kid and Adam, and they get to Earth and they cause some big destruction. So the Avengers team basically say that those two guys are too powerful, so they have to live in a space station of as far away from Earth as possible. But so yeah, that takes care of them for a while. Also picked up Uncanny Avengers, issue 5, dealing with the aftermath of the battle with the Red Skull, and the Uncanny Avengers team got some new recruits. They got Sunfire, the Wasp, and Wonder Man to join to the team and try to fix the public relations that the team is having. So this was actually a pretty cool issue. I like that. Also, Uncanny Avengers issue 6 came out, and this is a story from the past that has a young Thor going up against Apocalypse. All this was a planned device by Kang the Conqueror. He has some sort of time travel plans that he set in motion that will involve the gods and the mutants. So that's an interesting plot thread that was planted on this issue. And the battle itself is actually pretty cool to see young Thor versus Apocalypse. So this issue was pretty cool. And I picked up Thunderbolts issue 7. The Thunderbolt team is back in their way from their last mission on a submarine. So tensions are running high. The team decides to create immunity against Thunderbolt Ross, but that doesn't work very well. He's still very shady on the details of what exactly he wishes to do, and the relationship between Elektra and the Punisher is still going on. So that's interesting if you think about it, because the Punisher has always wanted to kill criminals, and Elektra is a very known assassin. So it's interesting that they hooked up on this book. So I want to see how that follows through. Picked up Age of Ultron issue 3. It's revealed that Ultron was able to conquer the world the way he did because he took control of the Vision. So Ultron is controlling the Vision from the future. So that's why he was able to do everything so fast. And the heroes meet up with Nick Fury in issue 4. And Nick Fury has access to Doctor Doom's time platform. So a team of heroes decides that the only way that they're going to be able to stop Ultron is from stopping him in the future. And that continues in issue 5, where the team of heroes goes into the future, but Wolverine decides that the sure way to stop Ultron is to go back into the past and kill Hank Pym before he actually builds Ultron. So this might have some big implications. I genuinely fear that they're going to do a Flashpoint where they kill Hank Pym, and that's going to alter the timeline in really messed up ways. So I'm really worried that this is going to be Marvel's answer to Flashpoint, where they do somehow kill Hank Pym, and then a new universe is created. Hopefully not, but we'll see as the issue goes on. As the miniseries goes on. Picked up Batman issue 19. Bruce Wayne. They started doing this thing in issue 19 for all of the DC books, where they have a wraparound cover here. And Bruce Wayne's greatest foe is Jim Gordon. But it's revealed that it's actually Clayface that took the form of Bruce Wayne, and he's doing crimes under his name. So that looks very interesting. Picked up Batman and now Red Robin. Used to be Batman and Robin, but with the death of Damian, Batman's teaming up with Red Robin, Tim Drake. Still dig the book. Damian's presence is very missed on this series, but they might bring him back. And bought Batman Incorporated issue 9, which is another Requiem book that's dealing with the death of Damian. This book was kind of confusing because that's one thing I don't like about Grant Morrison that much, because he flips back and forth from flashback to current time, so that's kind of annoying to me for some reason. I don't like that storytelling style. But yeah, this is the aftermath of the death of Damian Wayne. Then we have Green Lantern issue 19, part 9 of Wrath of the First Lantern. And Sinestro is able to escape the Dead Zone. And he goes after the White Lantern, and he's actually able to hurt him. So, in retribution, the White Lantern destroys the planet of Kuragar, which is Sinestro's home planet. I'm not really getting into the story that much. The same problem with the last crossover from Green Lantern. I don't pick up Red Lanterns. I don't pick up Green Lantern Corps. So I don't know much of the stuff that's going on. So I'm kind of lost as to what's going on with the First Lantern. But it also appears that Hal Jordan is going to kill himself and become a Black Lantern. So that might be an interesting thing for the character, even though he's going to die again. Picked up Superman issue 18. After the whole Hell on Earth thing, the U.S. government wants to take control of the Fortress of Solitude, or at least have some sort of voice in the matter. Superman says that, nope, it's my home and you're not getting access to it. And so that's going to be interesting for him as well, because Clark Kent got fired from the Daily Planet, and now Superman's in trouble with the government. So they're really pushing the outsider aspect of Superman in his book. Picked up Smallville Season 11, Issue 12, where this speed demon is still feeding off people. Superman is absorbing speed energy through a containment suit that looks a lot like the Electro Superman. But Bart is able to actually stop the speed demon and apparently kill himself, which also affects Superman because he's able to take away the radiation that Lex Luthor was using to track him down. And we're still getting bits and pieces of the Crisis from Chloe of Earth 2. So everything's building into something. So I'll still keep buying Smallville until they wrap up everything that they were doing. They also separated Tess's consciousness from Lex Luthor, and they put her into this hologram sort of thing. So that resolved itself too. Picked up Swamp Thing issue 19. The Scarecrow is farming plants to build his fear toxin, which gets the attention of the Swamp Thing. Alec Holland no longer has a human body. He's 100% pure plant. But at the end of the issue, Superman makes an appearance. So next issue, it's going to be Swampy versus Superman. So that's cool. Picked up Uncanny X-Men, issue 4. Scott's team of X-Men goes to the Jean Grey school to try to recruit some people, and they have this conversation, and Emma Frost is very slowly recuperating her telepathic abilities, and she's able to convince the Cuckoos to go with her. So now the Uncanny X-Men team has a powerful set of telepaths. Picked up Deadpool Illustrated, issue 3. Deadpool's still going through the literary universe to destroy fictional characters and thus unravel all of reality. They make a really funny joke that Namor is inspired by The Little Mermaid. So I thought it was funny, and I'm digging this. Like I said, this miniseries is really interesting because it combines comic books and books. So I thought this was pretty cool. Picked up Witchblade issue 165. Sarah Pacini still dealing with the aftermath of the crossover she had with the Darkness and the Artifacts. Now she remembers that she had a daughter, and she had Hope. Her daughter Hope, and that she killed her to save the universe, and that Jackie Estacado took that away from her. And so now she's guilt-ridden between what she had to do to save the world. So yeah, they're trying very slowly to piece together back the universe. So we'll see how that works. Picked up Wolverine, the new series, issue 2. Wolverine's tracking down this kid. It has this really weird death ray. but the kid's kind of possessed by this alien force, and he's not really in control. But Nick Fury, the young black Nick Fury, makes an appearance in the book, so both of them are going to try to track down this entity that's taking control of people. Main reason I bought the book is Alan Davis. I'm a big fan of Alan Davis's artwork. But the story's actually been pretty cool, so I've enjoyed that too. Picked up Wolverine and the X-Men, issue 27. Dog, Wolverine's brother, is basically recruiting and teaching the X-Men kids how to survive in the Savage Land. Some of them go feral, but there's weird thing with time travelers and some savages, so it's a weird romp what they're doing here, but I'm still digging what they're doing with Wolverine and the X-Men, so as long as it's still fun, I'm still picking it up. And this one, I don't collect either Mega Man or Sonic comic books, but I did read that they were going to do this, that they were going to do a crossover between Mega Man and Sonic, starting off with Mega Man issue 24. It's going to be a 12-issue event, crossovering between Mega Man, Sonic Universe, the Sonic comics, and one more, which I forget. But I reserved this, and I was able to get the Team Mega Man variant. So it has their Mega Man and Sonic. Basically, it starts off that Dr. Eggman, which I still prefer Dr. Robotnik, but and he meets up with Dr. Wily, so they decide that they're going to join forces and destroy their two rival enemies, bringing into conflict the whole universe. So this issue starts right off with Mega Man fighting against Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's the reason why I picked up this book. I'm a huge crossover fan. Same way I'm a huge what if story kind of guy. So to see Mega Man, the Blue Bomber, team up with the Blue Blur, I thought was pretty cool. And I think I might pick up the whole 12 issues just to see these two characters and their universe go after them. A fight between each other. And the guy at the store actually said that I was really lucky to get this one, because this is the variant, so that's even more special. But the guy said that this issue alone, normal issue or the variants, were sold off within a day. So really glad I reserved this one with time, and I was able to get me a copy, because the artwork is pretty cool in itself. And again, it has Mega Man fighting off against Sonic, so I thought that was pretty cool. So that was the comic book pickup video. Like always, I thank everyone that watches the video. If you want to leave a comment, that's awesome. I want to hear more from you guys. I want to hear what you're reading, what books you recommend. Basically, I want to be able to interact with you guys. That's why I make the videos. Like always, I like to make a recommendation of the comic book haul. And for the sheer awesomeness factor, I'm going to recommend Mega Man issue 24. Like I said, starts off the crossover between Mega Man and Sonic, two icons of the retro video game world. But I'm also going to recommend Deadpool Illustrated. If you read Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, that's a direct this is a continuation of that. Another thing I forgot to mention is that Deadpool was able to cut off part of his brain and put it into the Frankenstein monster. So now you have Deadpool and that evil presence that was created in the previous miniseries doing dirty work and killing people. And Sherlock Holmes is after both of them. So yeah, I also recommend this one. This is actually a pretty cool read. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. And until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, signing off.